How's it going, everyone? Welcome to Trimingham. So it's a blustery day. We've got sort of 30-35 mile-an-hour winds. So I thought I'd come down behind the cliffs and tuck myself away, but it's still whistling about a bit. It's not the calmest. But sea's okay. Got a bit of tide turning over, a little bit of swell, nothing too crazy. Bit of weed by the looks of things. And as soon as I turned up, I met a subscriber to my left, which I'll show you that lot. There's a load of people down that way, which I'll show you in a bit. So rods are out. We've got 2 rods out, one on braid, one on mono. And we're just tapping them close in at the moment, see if we can find a few bass. And as the tide gets up, we'll go a bit further out and see if we can pick up some hounds. But we're just going for anything at the moment. Let's beat the blank and then see what we can get out of that. So welcome in, my name is Carl. This is Waterside Fishing Adventures. So both rods are in the water. One's got a nice juicy black lug on it, and the other one's got a nice juicy razor fish. We've banded on with the elastic just to keep it on for a bit longer in case the old crabs are playing. As you can see, the van's up there. We've got all the big cliffs behind us. So I'm going to bring in the first rod. It's been out there sort of 15 minutes or so. So let's see what the weed situation and stuff is. Hopefully we ain't got too much weed close in. Oh no, we've got a bite on the left hand there by the looks of it. Hang on, might have to change my mind there. We just had a good bite on the left hand rod. Let's see which one we're going to have to bring in. I wanted to bring in the other one because it's been out longer, just to check the weed situation, but we're getting a really good bite on the other rod, and we've obviously got to deal with that one. Right, I'm going to do the one potato first. The other one hasn't gone again yet. Seems to be coming in quite nicely. Doesn't feel like I've got a massive raft of weed on it. Coming up through the sand quite nicely. It's the one with the razor bait on. To be honest, that's probably worth putting straight back out. It's perfectly fine. And I always find that razor will go again. The old drag slack in case Mr. Smoothhound grabs it. And what was happening on the other rod. Still fairly tight, so we'll leave that for now. Okay, so I'm going to bring in the other rod now and see what's happening with that. It's got a black lug on it. Just realised I come out with my glasses on. I can't wear them, they're only for close up. Can't see what I'm doing. Do a lot of dragging a bit on this one. Could be a small fish, could be weed. Nothing there. Top up a bait on it. Get it back out there. But it looks like the distance that we're fishing, which is only like 30 to 40 yards max, is doing the job. We normally find this time of year the bass and the flounders and stuff like that normally quite close in. I fished Walcott on my last trip and had a good handful of bass there, close in. So there's no reason why that shouldn't be the same here, to be honest. We'll find out in a sec. Quite a wind, keep trying to nick my hat. Keep lifting up, I'm going to have to tighten it up. As you can see, I'm just doing a little flick. Don't want to be out there far, because I don't want to pick up all that weed. Obviously, if I'm not getting no bites, you know, within sort of first hour, then I'll change things up and I'll start going further out, different baits. The old drag pull on that one then. Keep an eye on it. Oh, that wind's a pain. Shame about the wind really, because otherwise that's quite a nice day. It's fairly warm. It's about sort of 13, 14 degrees. I am tucked away in the old tent at the moment. So this is sort of my little bait setup. Got a box of squid, as you can see, little mini squid. Got some razors, obviously bait elastic, some blacks, and then we've got some other worms and bits and pieces in here to switch around with. And we'll just keep trying. We've got another bag here with a load more stuff in it. So we've got plenty of bits and pieces to keep us going. Just got to see what's taking stuff. The only thing I haven't got with me today is crab. Couldn't get any. So it's 3:10 at the moment. High tide is 3:45, so another half an hour. And then that should be slack water. Normally the old smoothies will start to feed on the slack water. Sometimes you have to wait for the tide to start moving again, but we'll have to have a go. We'll just have to see what we can get happening. So I think I've had one bite on the left rod so far, and the smaller close in rod went slack a little while ago, but I'm not sure if that was just the waves or actually a bite. We didn't connect. We've obviously had a couple of casts since I was last on camera. It's not hectic, it's not getting played with whiting or anything like that, so in some ways that's good. Well, I wouldn't mind one to get rid of the blank, but I'd much prefer to get a bass or a flounder or a smoothie or even a ray. There's been the odd ray out and stuff as well, so we'll just keep going and see what we can do. It's getting pretty overcast. Skies are a little bit blue, but mainly overcasty, cloudy sort of session really. I've left my suit in the car, so I'm only in my tracksuit I'm in, so that's gonna have to do. I've got the van just up on the cliff over there, but I'm not gonna run back. It's not that far to be honest, but I don't want to leave all the gear and that just sitting there. Chap next door who I met earlier on, who was a subscriber, I've seen him have, you know, quite a few more casts and no fish yet, and then there's about another 3 or 4 people after him in the next groin, and I can't really see what's going on with them, but I haven't really seen much coming in where I have been looking. The chap next door to me is sort of whacking it out, going out a lot further than me, but he's also picking up weed, so we don't want to be doing that. But what I will do on the next casts for a little while over the high tide, as I'll start to go further and further out. Like I said, I'm only going sort of 30, 40 yards at the moment at max. This close in one might even be 20, 25. I might start picking up and then go like 40, 60, 80, 100 and just keep moving until I start to get some bites and start to make some things happen, hopefully. Strange for me again being out on a day session. Most of my sessions, especially over the winter, are obviously night sessions after work and stuff. But found myself a day, so here we are. So let's try and get some bites. Come on. Definitely windy. As you can see, the rods are bouncing around. It's pretty blustery. It's not like, you know, every now and again. That's just like constant. It's quite annoying, really. But we still should be able to see bites and stuff. Chap next door's just had a whiting, so there's some whiting about. Might just be like the odd one coming through or something like that, but not really what we're after. But we'll take anything right this minute just to get off the cards, you know, and get on the cards even. Not sure if I've got a little tap on the bigger rod, the left-hand rod. It's quite hard to see because that's like the waves are doing the up and down jobby, and then the wind's sort of shaking them about, and yeah, it's pretty rough. I'm just hiding here in the old shelter really most of the time. When the sun's out, that's quite nice, but otherwise. So while I'm waiting for bites, what I'm basically doing is making up these little squid and razor cocktails. Some I'm doing squid and black, some I'm doing razor and black, etc, etc. Some are mackerel and squid. You're just making up little baits basically to pass the time a little bit, and then also while I come in I can just feed one straight on and away you go again, something which is nice and quick. Literally a case of whoosh, straight on, cast straight back out. So they're what I'm basically putting out. You can see on the end here, got a black lug and razor, straight squid, razor and squid, and two little mini squid really bound up. It's basically what I'm making up and putting out there. Not too big at the moment. We start getting some decent fish, then I'll go sort of twice the thickness, but no longer. And we'll see what we can do. But that's what we're basically doing. The rods are still there. Haven't seen any bites on this cast. Haven't seen next door pulling anything else in, or anyone else to be fair. Tide's nearly up to the rod rest, but we're very close to high tide now, so we should be unlucky. If we need to move back, we should be okay. If we do need to, we can move in behind these and go in behind there, but hopefully not. Well, 10 to 4, and nothing's happened yet. I did have one more bite, what looked like a bite, but could be crabs, I reckon. But otherwise, nothing really happening. Brought a bit of weed in when I cast out a long way, but if I go short, I seem to be missing it. But it's no good if I can't get the bites. Chap next door was getting a few whiting on the old lug. I couldn't get any fresh lug, I tried to, but couldn't get any. It was more of a sort of last minute session, so I didn't book any or anything like I would normally. I was actually going to work today and then go tomorrow, because tomorrow is going to be a much calmer, nicer day. But I'm going to do it the other way around now, or I might even go tomorrow as well. Who knows? But it'd be nice if we can, you know, just get a few bites. Even a couple of schoolies would be nice. Just want to see the rods bouncing a bit more. So I've had a couple of did, but not 100% confident they were bites. You know, I've got a feeling they could be crabs. But you know me, I'll keep sticking it out, we'll keep going. We've only been here an hour, so you know, you can't really complain yet. And I've sat places like 3-4 hours before, and then all of a sudden that switch on and the rods are going and that start going crazy. So we'll see what slack water does, and then we'll see what it does when that start to turn and start going down. Give it a few hours, and hopefully we should find something. Be very surprised if we don't, but we can only do our best and keep putting different baits out there, and you know, see what we can do. As you can see by the rods, I've got the left-hand one dropped down, so the bait, because I've got it quite close in, I want the bait to make sure it's on the bottom. I don't want it to lift up. I've literally got it very close in. I've gone like 15 yards. I'm just going to try right in the gutter and see if I do anything. You never know, I caught fish there before, so why can't I here? Swell is a bit of a pain. Some of the waves are turning over quite big, but nothing we can't deal with. Plenty of dog walkers about. Seem to have gone really quiet. So I've switched the rods round, so the rigs are going in different areas, different rigs in different areas sort of thing. So I've got the shorter rod on the left hand side now. And that's closer in with the smaller bait. And then I've got the bigger rod and head over to the right towards the groins and stuff. Just sort of trying some different stuff really. Wind seemed to have picked up quite a bit. It's sort of whistling like that. It's a bit of a pain really. I'm actually a bit chilly. It's alright in the sun, but when the sun goes behind the clouds, it's actually fairly chilly. And I've left my suit in the van, in the camper. So that's my fault. But I'm sure I'll soon warm up if we can start getting a few bites and getting a few fish. But something need to happen. Definitely weren't expecting it to be this slow. Thought there'd at least be some little schoolies on the edge, or you know, something going on. A couple of dabs, or you know. Oh, saying that, we just had a bite on the right hand rod, as you saw. Probably. Means I'm getting the odd bite that's like that, but it's not going no more. Wind's trying to take me shelter away now, which is a pain. Yeah, I'm getting the odd like tap tap tap, and then that's it. It don't go again, which is what's making me think that might be crabs. But to be fair, when the baits are coming in and stuff, they're not stripped. Oh no, as you can see, black rain clouds are coming along. If that's the case, I'm going to have to hide all the filming gear and jump in the shelter. Oh, next door's reeling in. No, he ain't got anything. Yeah, you can definitely see that rain's going across, so I'm just hoping that's staying out to sea and not going across and getting us soaked. It's definitely getting pretty choppy though. That wind's trying to lift the old shelter up. Got some quite decent waves rolling in now. I think the tide's starting to go down. So yep, that's decided to rain, and as you can see we've got a double rainbow. Quite hard to pick up the second one on camera, it's just there. The black cloud there, you can see the main one, and that's what keep going across. big old black clouds. Not very nice. Bit of sun breakthrough every now and again up there. But if you look down towards Cromer, it's pitch black. It's not looking good. The rod's still not doing anything. Tide's on its way down, but the waves are still reaching up here because it's quite a shallow beach. So we're really snugly tucked up in here at the moment. All the electrical gear's in here with us, all the camera gear, all the bait, because it's raining out here, and as you can see it's all flapping around. It's pretty rough, nasty what's going across, whatever the storm is or whatever it is. It's not good. I don't mind getting wet if we're catching plenty of fish, but we're not at the moment. Keep seeing little taps on the rods at the corner of my eye, but I think that's just the line catching the waves. We'll soon know if we get a proper bite. Whew. Definitely hard work. The weed is sort of stop and play for whacking it out. I've whacked it out a couple of times now, and then your weight just comes in covered, your hook comes in covered, and your leader knot and stuff, and you just can't do anything. So there's no chance of whacking it right out there. So you're having to fish sort of 40-50 yards max, but that should be enough to get a few bites. Just not yet. Now the weather's coming out of us. Come on, fish, you watch. Just going to absolutely hammer down, then I'm going to get a brrr, crazy bite and have to go and play a fishing and get soaked. So I've even switched hats now. I say chilly as getting. It's actually making me quite shivery. Wishing I'd have brought the old suit down now, but there we go, my own fault. Still got the old sunnies on because the sun keep coming out in between the clouds, and then that's quite nice, and I jump out and warm back up. But where are these fish? The hours are ticking by and nothing's really happening. I haven't brought a crab or nothing in yet, so there's not loads of crabs out there. So I've had the odd things that look like bites, but nothing too crazy. If I'm looking down at Cromer Way, that's absolutely chucking it down. A bit worried it's coming this way, which that probably is. It's definitely raining out to sea. That's absolutely crazy. Might even have to shut the shelter up in a minute and just hide as it goes past. Hopefully that's just going to pass. It's not going to, come in and be constant for hours. That won't be very nice. But got to do what we've got to do, haven't we? We're out here trying. As you can see, Cromer is looking very black, and that's obviously working its way along here. It's probably going to hit me in the next 5 minutes. It's going to be quite crazy. Come on, rods, give us a fish, warm us up a little bit. Still got the rods out right here. The sea's not too crazy. The sea's easily fishable. Just got some little rolling waves on the edges. It's just a pain I can't whack it out there, because literally within 30 seconds, minute, it's just balling up with weed. It's annoying. It's not loads being washed up or anything. I'm just getting enough on the weight and on the hook to mask all the bait. Wow, that wasn't fun. The wind just swung round and started coming in the completely opposite direction from Cromer End instead of from that way from Walcott End. Blew me tent right up in the air, flew up, all the sand flew out of it, everything just started rolling around, absolutely crazy. So I spun everything round. The rods are over there now, so I'm going to have to bring them around here and put them over here so I can actually see them. But it's been pouring with rain for about half an hour, which is nasty. And I'm soaking wet now, as you can probably see. Not good. Definitely wish I'd have brought my suit down here now, don't I? Oh well, right. I'm gonna move the rod rest over this end now so I can see what I'm doing. Tides is definitely on its way down now, started moving away. It's sort of nearly halfway down the groin. But still nothing happening, still no fish. Not good. Right, let's get the rod rests moved around so we can see them better because they're behind us now. We'll bring in the rods and see what's what while we're doing it. Yeah. It's heavy, but it's probably weed heavy. God. You know, we have got a fish. It has been bouncing a few times, to be fair, but oh, that wind's crazy, blowing my head off. Got a load of weed coming in. Loads of it dropped off. And there's a bit of it. That's basically what we're getting though. We're getting weed coming in like so, getting caught around everything. You ain't gonna get a bite on that, eh? That's the trouble. Oh. Looks like the sun's going to try and come back out. I hope so, because it's freezing, because I'm cold. I'm wet, I'm yucky, and I need to dry back out. I don't normally let it beat me much, so I'm still going to give it another couple of hours. If nothing happened then there's nothing out there. Come on, sun. The sun's out behind the cloud, behind the cliffs behind me, but it's not helping, is it? I want it to be out where I can get them. Oh, look. How am I meant to catch fish with baits coming in like that? Not good. Right, let's move the rod rest. Oh, that wind. Literally blowing my head off. Push that right in. Sort out some bait. And get the rods back out there again. Sun's trying to come back out. Got another fresh razor on. Where do I go? That's the trouble. If I go too far, I'm going to end up with all that weed again. Which ain't no good. Could have done with me waders on to get the extra distance, but I don't need it, to be honest. Going to try about 40 yards. Don't start raining on me again. Oh, the wind is terrible. It's literally blowing a rod out of my hand and blowing me all over the place. It's probably 50 mile an hour, I always thought. It certainly ain't 30 like it's meant to be. 28 meant to be dropping a bit. Oh. Jesus. Everyone's holding on to their shelters and stuff up there. Got a rainbow again out to sea. I don't know if you can see it there yet. You can see us getting rough, you can probably hear us getting rough. Right, I'm going to get the next rod ready and then we'll get that back out. Right, we're going for a nice big squid bait on this one. That's what I'm putting out there. See what we can get. Caught over the top of the rod. Definitely don't want that. We'll be be very impressed right now if I cracked off on the cast. Right, I'm literally going to go about 30 yards. Oh, Jesus. That is cold. Got rainbows coming up all over the place. There's one right there, then there's another one right behind that one, which don't seem to be picking up on camera for some reason. That's very faint though. And then there's another end down to the right. And then behind me now is bright sun. Crazy. But that wind is absolutely crazy. That will not slow down. That's just blasting. That's not meant to be here, but you know what the weather's like. So we've got a bit of white water running now, as you can see. We just want one of these rods to go over now. We're braving all the elements, sitting here in this crazy wind, getting soaked. Yeah, can't say we're not trying. No, we just need a bite, proper bite and a proper fish. You can see the chap in the distance there, one of the subscribers. He just gave me some lugworm and a bit of fish bait, so thank you very much for that. I didn't get your name, but you travelled quite a long way up. You come all the way up from Peterborough, so he's got a bit of a trip to go home. But yeah, very much appreciated for the bait. Thanks very much, and hope to see you again sometime soon. So as you can see, we're working our way down the groin now with the old tide, but still nothing happening yet. I think I'm going to have to chance it and start hitting them right out there again, and just chancing I might get a bite before I get a load of weed. Just there isn't really much else I could do. Mate, he'll just show you on there. He'll just give me the bait. Had a little schoolie and a whiting. It's got to be something else there, surely. I think I'm just going to go small worm baits in a minute and just see if we can pick something up. Because I've been sitting on big baits all day. You know, big chunks of squid, big chunks of razor, blacks and razor, all mixed, you know, big baits really. Whereas maybe I need to small them down a bit and just see if we can get a bite. Here comes a load more rain, not good. You can see it coming along the coast. crazy that it's coming off from over the top of the cliffs, going down along the beach down the bottom there and going out to sea at the moment. And I'm actually missing the rain, but I can feel I'm going to get it in a minute. But it looks pretty cool, doesn't it? Wind is not stopping, it's still blowing my head off. And we're still not getting any bites. It's quite annoying now. I'm really pushing it, trying every single bait, changing rigs, doing all sorts of stuff. I just can't entice even a little schoolie or a little dab or just anything to get off his blank. Don't want a blank. Tide's still going down, as it obviously should. Oh, I'm getting chilly again now. Getting colder. It's 6:30 now. They're going to put a juicy lug bait out. We'll put this one out there a bit, shall we? If we get a load of weed, we get a load of weed. Not much we can do about it. I should have put my bigger boots on really, or even my waders, so I could have gone out a bit further, but right out there. Just hope I don't go whoosh, right round and get dragged a load of weed on it. Oh. Definitely getting cold just in a tracksuit. Check if I rod as well. They've both been out there about 15-20 minutes. And that's plenty of time to have no bait left or be weeded up. It feels like it's heavy, but it's probably a load of weed around the weight. Definitely what we don't want. Exactly what I said it was. Oh, it's becoming unfishable now. The weather's crazy, blowing my head off. Can hardly stand up. I'm getting loads of this. Do I even carry on? That's the thing. I think I get to that point where I shouldn't bother now. Just getting loads of this now. I mean, that's all over the hooks, that's all over the lead knots and stuff, and yeah, that's just becoming a nightmare, to be fair. I might just give it one more cast and see how it goes. And I might call it because it's pretty much unfishable. It's not good. Right, last reel in. Can't go down no further because you start hitting the reef and stuff, and then you just start losing gear every cast, which isn't no good, obviously. It looked like I had a few bites on this right hand rod, but whether I did or not, I'm about to find out. It might be crabs. It's gone a bit sunny down that way, but then that's gone. You can see all the rain coming again. Let's hope we don't get it. let's hope we got a fish on then. Feels good, but what is it? Okay. I actually thought I had a fish on, to be honest. That was coming in quite heavy. Must have had a load of weed on it come off. It felt like I was thumping, but obviously not. Still got the bait on. It's a bit crazy, isn't it? Bait's coming back in like that, clean, which is crazy, isn't it? That could easily go back out, but... so, back in the van. That was a hard session. I tried absolutely everything. All the baits, different rigs, close in, far out. Walked over across to put it down the side of the groin. Tried to find some gullies and stuff. Yeah, that was crazy. Then that wind was nasty. I knew that I was going to be like that to start with. But then that swung around and started going from the other way, and that was blowing my head off. And the tent was flying up in the air, and that I had to really bury it in and pin it down to get anywhere. But not good. And to top it all off, no fish. Really? Well, I suppose I always do a session like that one because I've done alright lately, so I'll probably do a blank one or a session with just a couple of fish. So that's that one over and done with. Let's hope the next one gets back on the, plenty of fish or a few decent fish. I'll get some bait and stuff ordered, we'll get sorted out. I'll make some other rigs and stuff up because some other rigs are what I use now. And things should be good. We're getting to that time of year where it's fairly good around our coast. End of April through May, it's normally pretty good. So let's get ourselves sorted out for that. There'll be a few more sessions, obviously, every single week. Sometimes I'll go a couple of times a week, depending on what work and stuff like that. But anyway, thank you very much for watching. Sorry I couldn't get no fish. I tried my best, and hopefully I'll see you in the next one, holding up some fish. Thanks a lot. Time for a hot chocolate and the drive home. Bye for now. See you later.